Hey everybody, it's Judy McKenzie, and I am your Mindset to Mindfulness coach. I'm just going to do a couple minutes here because I do a more intensive 30-minute live stream videoing from Facebook every Monday night at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And as I mentioned in a post I put out recently, that starting Monday, April 10th, the live stream will only be occurring on the Mindfulness in Everyday Life group. It's a private group for people who are really keen to think about mindfulness, to build it into their life. And so that's what's going to be happening. So if you are interested in learning about how to manage your mindset so you can actually accomplish more of a mindfulness lifestyle and point of view and approach to life and decision making, then join our group, and we would love to have you. So let me tell you a little bit about what Monday night's session is going to be about. It is going to be a discussion about the types of decisions that you make in your life. So for example, I grew up in a wonderful blue-collar family. And my mother was a stay-at-home mother, and my father worked very hard. He was a truck driver. And we had a very nice, predictable, safe life. Lots of food, lots of, the house was warm in the winter, and my mother was the more loving of the two parents, but my mother was the one that was also around. But one of the first decisions, when I think back about how I started making, decisions that impacted my life, the message that my parents gave me was that, because it replicated what they knew and their lifestyle, is men worked outside the home and women, they got married, they had kids, and they became homemakers and stay-at-home moms. That stay-at-home mom wasn't a term then; it was a homemaker. And within my, and within my community, in my small town that I grew up in, that's what everybody did. There weren't a lot of moms that worked. There were some, and I envied them a little bit because I didn't realize how lucky I had it. But they had like frozen French fries, and they had different kinds of things that my mother wouldn't buy or wouldn't, because she made everything. She made all her own pickles. She did everything. And actually she probably was a martyr. But anyway, the message that I was left with is that university or college wasn't really something that I should think about. That and if I was going to think about it, there was only a few professions that my family thought were the right thing for women to be doing. You could be a secretary, and of course, as soon as you got married, you were supposed to not be a secretary anymore. You could be a teacher, or you could be a nurse. So couldn't be a nurse because was really, really squeamish. Couldn't be a secretary because secretaries back then took care of men, and I wasn't really into that from a very young age. And teaching, okay, I could do that. So I did go to college, and that was the only way I could actually leave home without upsetting everybody. So I was making choices. I was like 16 years old, and I'm making these choices that were really butting into the belief systems of my family. And so I'm going to tell you the rest of the story on Monday night, But I just want to start out with the decisions I made had an impact on my life. And of course, because every decision we make has an impact in our life, but it impacted it very positively. But it also set the stage for my family, and I was able to do it in a way that didn't upset them. That wasn't always the case. I made lots of decisions that upset them. But anyway, I wanted to share just what our session was going to be about on Monday night, which is about making decisions that impact our life every day. And, you know, are you in fairness, are you satisfied with the kinds of decisions you're making and the what happens in your life? Okay, so I would love to see you in the private Facebook group, Mindfulness in Everyday Life. And I'm Judy Mackenzie, and I will see you on Monday night, April 10th, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Have a fantastic weekend. See you Monday. Bye-bye.